I'm Coach Jenee, business startup strategist, resilience coach, certified coach of life success. And if you're here, it's because you are action-oriented, value personal growth, seek meaningful change, and are committed to your own success. Welcome back to Fix Her Crown. This episode, I want to speak directly to the woman who has survived more than people know. The woman who has smiled through grief, worked through exhaustion, raised families, supported spouses, built other people's dreams, started over more than once, and somewhere along the line, she looked in the mirror and quietly asked herself, where did I go? Not because she's weak, but because she's lost forever. Because life got heavy, divorce got heavy, loss got heavy, layoffs got heavy, disappointment got heavy, survival mode got heavy, and now she's not just trying to make money, she's trying to feel like herself again, but better. Who's the woman I'm talking to? Talking to the woman who knows she's meant for more. You may not have all the steps figured out, you may not know the business structure, you may not know the pricing, the website, the funnel, the marketing, or even the offer yet, but deep down you do know. You do know. I did not survive all this just to stay stuck. You want something that is yours, a business, a brand, a platform, a message, a legacy, something with your name on it. Not because you need applause, but because you need proof that your life still has purpose. Here's the real pain, the part people don't always understand. You're not lazy, you're tired. You're not confused, you're overloaded. You're not unmotivated, you're unsupported. You started before, you bought the course, you watched the videos, you made the vision board. You wrote the plan, you said, this time is different. Then life happened. Family emergency, financial setback, a health issue, a moment of fear, a voice in your head saying, who do you think you are? And just like that, that momentum dies. Now you do not doubt the business, you doubt yourself. Here's the fear underneath it all. For many women, especially women over 40 who are rebuilding, the fear is not just failure, it's failing again. Because the first fail or the first fall does hurt. The first disappointment costs you something. It costs you something. The first betrayal, loss, or collapse changed you. So now trying again feels dangerous. You tell yourself you're researching. You tell yourself you're waiting for the right time. You tell yourself you're being responsible, but sometimes that's fear dressed up as wisdom. And I say that with love because I have had to face that same kind of fear. And my position is this. That is why I don't just coach businesses. I coach the woman who's building the business. Because you cannot build boldly when you're secretly questioning your worth. You can't price confidently when you still feel like you have to prove you deserve to be paid. You can't show up visibly when being seen hasn't always felt safe. You can't build legacy while hiding from your own story. So the work has to get deeper. It has to touch your identity, your courage, your consistency, your money mindset, and your visibility. That's where my HAMIS framework comes in. Here we go. HAMIS. H, honor your worth. Before you build anything, you have to believe you are worth building for. Honor your worth means you stop thinking. You stop apologizing for waiting for more. And here's another thing. Stop treating your dream like an inconvenience. Because when a woman honors her worth, she stops asking, can I? And starts asking, what's the next right step? A, approach challenges with courage and a plan. Courage alone is not enough. You need both. You do not have to be fearless to move forward. You need courage with structure, a roadmap, a a strategy, a clear next step, because confusion keeps you stuck, but clarity will call you forward. That brings me to M, move forward, no matter how small the step. Some of you are waiting for a big breakthrough of some kind, but your breakthrough might begin with one small step, one email, one phone call, one post, one offer, one decision, one honest conversation. Movement creates momentum, and momentum rebuilds trust with yourself. Invest in yourself unapologetically. This one's hard for women, especially women who've given everything to everybody else. You invested in children, you invested in relationships, you invested in jobs, you invested in survival. Now it's time to invest in your becoming, not recklessly, strategically, because your growth is not selfish. Your growth is stewardship. And then S, share your light. Your story is not just your pain. It's someone else's permission. Someone else's permission slip. There is another woman watching you. She's trying to decide if it's too late for her. And when you rise, when you speak, when you build, when you show up, you become evidence. Your light was never meant to stay hidden. So to the woman listening right now, you don't need your old life back. You need the courage to build the next version of yourself, the wiser version, the stronger version, the healed but still growing version, the woman who no longer waits for permission, the woman who can say, I made it, and now I'm building from the truth of who I am. If this message found you where you are, I want you to know this. You do not have to rebuild alone. This is the work I do through Coach Jenee Speaks and the Pivot Program series. I help women who know they are meant for more turn their lived experience, wisdom, and purpose into a clear next chapter with strategy, accountability, and support. So, today, don't just be inspired. Take one step. Send the message. Book the call. Write the idea. Say the dream out loud, because your crown was never gone. It was just waiting for you to remember how to wear it. This is Coach Jenee, and this has been Fix Her Crown. Bye for now.